Won't you listen to my heart?
What's this, Nadir?
This is cool.
Kurd.
Yeah, it's like cheese. We love it. We love. Foreigners don't understand it. It's the best thing.
I don't like
don't
it.
Get it. Yeah, you just don't get it. Okay, man, give me some. Wish for this one?
Tastes like I guess fried bread with spices, some onion. It's good. So now we've arrived to some sort of viewpoint, I guess. What's the name of this place, Nod?
Chorvoq.
Chorvoq. Now we're heading to sort of lake, I guess. They don't really have access to sea here in Uzbekistan, so what I usually go to when they want to swim are this type of lakes. Yeah. We just went and rented some jets. It was really nice, especially the fact that in here they're much cheaper than in Europe. So you would pay about €1 per minute. We ended up paying about €27 per person. It was a really cool experience, especially because of the water in here, which is a lake. The waves are not that high, so you can actually go with a speed of up to 100 kilometers an hour. At that speed, your hands start to bleed. You can see here. It's really cool. I also found this abandoned building, I guess. Looks like it was some sort of barn before. Look at that dog. Take a look at this. This is green, and it's actually interesting because when I came here, I used to think that Central Asia, you know, Uzbekistan being a part of Central Asia, I used to think that everything is gonna be a desert. But actually, like, you can feel the hotness and you can feel that the climate is a bit more arid. But actually it's more like Mediterranean. It's not that different from Spain or Greece during summer, which is crazy because Tashkent, the capital of Uzbekistan, is actually quite far away from Europe. So, how would you feel if I told you that this country shares a border with Afghanistan, with Kazakhstan? Would you expect this much green? Not sure if you noticed this, but there's seems to be a lot of dust let's say, in the air. Keep this image in mind. I'm going to explain why. Hi, I'm back in Tashkent now, and what I wanted to talk about is one of the main problems that can be found here in Tashkent, the capital of Uzbekistan, and that is pollution. So even since I came here, I started to have some sort of numbness, I guess, in my throat, and I think that's because of it. Actually, Tashkent is often the number one city with the most pollution that can be tracked using certain types of sensors. Oh, there's a lot of dust. So just take a look at this. You can actually see really far behind the sand particles forming, and some people are even wearing masks, but not as many as they should probably. So Uzbekistan is the country in the world that lost its sea. It used to have a sea before, which was called the Aral Sea. It was a huge sea. People would go there to swim and, you know, have a lot of fun activities, and now it's gone. They don't have any access to any open waters anymore besides some lakes, I guess, and some rivers. And that happened because one of the former presidents wanted to incentivize cotton production. Now, I don't know if you've been following the news recently, but Uzbekistan is still not one of the top 10 economies in the world, so I would guess the sacrifice was not worth it. But what did happen was that after the sea dried out, a lot of chemicals were left on the bottom, a lot of biological stuff that shouldn't be there. And these chemicals, these particles, are now being taken by the wind and brought into the rest of the country. So I think this is an important story about our ecosystem and why it is important to protect it, why it is important to protect what we have. Because if we lose it, things are going to change, and usually in a bad way. I would take a moment to be grateful, because even though many of us live in big cities, the air quality is so much better than in other parts of the world. And that's a fact. That's not debatable. And I think it's important to protect that, because for some other people in the world, it's too late.